Hi and welcome to the therapy video for Year 8 Aut2 progress check. I'm going to be looking at finding expressions for perimeter. This comes from question 11 from the foundation paper. You can see it's embedded into our flip chart. Right then, first of all, read the question, very important. Write an expression for the perimeter of the shape. Right, two key words, perimeter. Now, to remind us what perimeter is, I've written something down here. Perimeter is the distance all the way around the shape. So we need to add up all of the sides. The other main word there, key word there, is expression. That's a collection of letters and numbers using a bit of algebra. Right, let's get on with answering the question then. Write an expression for the perimeter of the shape. I've got to go all the way around, so I need to choose a starting place. I'm going to start over here. And I'm going to go down this side. So I've travelled down the side that has A, and then I'm going to go up the next side, which is another A, so I have to add on another A. Next I am going to go up, which is a letter B, so I'm adding on a B. Across the top is another B, so add another B. And back to where I started is B as well. Now you'd be tempted to leave that as your final answer, but rules of algebra say we ought to collect like terms together, much more efficient. So here I have an A and I'm adding another A. I've got two A's. Now let's look at the B's. I've got a B, add another B, add another B. So I have three B's. Now that is our final expression for the perimeter. I've gone all the way around the shape, back to where I started, adding up the lengths of the sides as I go. Right, that's answered the question from the progress check. Next we're going to do a worked example. So here's your worked example. Please note up in the corner, copy this onto your action sheet. You will need to put that into the left-hand box, the first box on your action sheet, please. But before you do that, you might want to have a go at it first, using your whiteboard or a bit of scrap paper, back of your book. Before I go through it, if you're feeling confident, pause the video now, have a go yourself. Hopefully that went well, but not to panic if it didn't. I'm going to go through it now. Give an expression for the perimeter of this shape. So I'm looking for perimeter and I need an expression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of this shape. This is a five-sided shape. This is a pentagon. Right. First of all, pick a length to start with. Doesn't really matter where, although I'm like to go alphabetical, so I'm going to do one of the X sides first. So I'm going to start off over here and go up that side for an X. I'm going to add the lengths as I go. So my first length was an X. Now I'm going to go down the next side, which is also an X, so add X onto that. Now the letter, the variable, is changing, so I'm going to change colour, because this side is a Y, so I'm adding a Y. Then across the bottom is another Y. Add Y on, and back up the final side to get back to where I started. That side is also a Y. Now the last bit to make sure that you get full marks is to collect the like terms together. So first thing to notice, you've got an X with another X, so that's 2X. Next I've got a Y, adding on another Y, adding on another Y. So that's 3 Y's. So the expression altogether is 2X plus 3Y. Now this worked example that we've done together needs to be on your action sheet. So please pause the video and copy all of that down, including the diagram, including the explanation notes written in blue, and obviously include the notes that we've made as well. Pause the video, do that now please. Right, hopefully you all have that in your books. We are now going to look at some questions. Okay, here are your questions in the usual quadrants: red, amber, green and gold. Now you don't have to do all four. We're asking you to complete 2 questions on your action sheet. You will need to copy the question and write your workings out on your action sheet. Very important you put the steps of your method on your action sheet, please. If you're feeling confident, you don't have to start on red, you can start on amber or green, but you do need to answer 2 questions. So you're going to need to pause the video and answer 2 questions on your action sheet now, please. Okay, next I'm going to give you the answers. Okay, here are the answers. Please make sure that you mark your work. If you're not sure on anything, you didn't quite get it right, now is the time to ask somebody sat near you, or look it up on the internet, or ask your teacher. Okay, hopefully this video has been useful to you. Thanks for now. Bye now.